Hello everyone, Mr. Gaff here, and today's video will be going over the Vanu Sovereignty's submachine guns. In the description you can find the time codes, which will lead you to certain sections of the video if you wish to skip around. So the SMGs came out in two series. The VS SMG from the first tier is the Eridani, while the Sirius came out in the second tier. Both SMGs have automatic and semi-auto firing modes, and cost 700 station cash or 1000 certs to purchase. Let's start off with a stats comparison. The Eridani starts off at 143 damage at 10 meters or less, and then drops off to 91 damage at 50 meters. The Sirius starts off at 125 damage at 10 meters or less, and drops off to 84 damage at 50 meters. The Eridani has a faster reload, with a 1.75 second short reload time, and a 2.85 second long reload. The Sirius has a short reload of 2.4 seconds and a long reload of 3.4 seconds. The Eridani has 25 round clips and an extra 125 rounds, while the Sirius has 50 round magazines and 200 extra rounds. The recoil on the weapons is very limited. The Eridani has a 0.2 degree recoil per shot and a 2 times first shot multiplier, whereas the Sirius has a 0.175 degree recoil per shot and a 2 times first shot multiplier. On top of the recoil, the precision of the SMGs is unique since they are the same, whether you're firing down your sights or firing from your hip. The rate of fire of the Eridani is 750 rounds per minute, and the Sirius's is 845 rounds per minute. The bullet velocity of the Eridani comes in at 360 meters per second, and the Sirius fires at 400 meters per second. Now, considering how the Sirius trumps the Eridani in just about every stat, the Eridani still managed to pull ahead with a 0.48 second time to kill over the Sirius's 0.497 second time to kill. Neither of those times are extremely impressive for close range weapons, yet the hipfire power really makes up for that. In terms of their actual gameplay performance, I'll start off with the general SMG attributes that apply across all factions. When the SMGs first came out, I figured they would be large magazine bullet hoses, but the first set turned out to be close-range automatic scout rifles. Unlike the scout rifles, however, they have better hipfire, greater damage, and a higher rate of fire. But like the rifles, their use is focused on the infiltrator class. The first set of SMGs are the ones better suited for the infiltrator class for a couple of reasons. When I play infiltrator, I try to stay away from close range encounters since infiltrators don't have the strength to hold up in a firefight in terms of health and shield. What I noticed one new conglomerate infiltrator on Helios do very successfully is sneak behind our assault at TI alloys, aim for a specific target, uncloak, take the person out extremely quickly, and get away safely. This role is better suited for the first tier of SMGs, since they don't need the spray and pray capabilities of the second tier. The second set of SMGs are better for light assaults, combat medics, and heavy assaults, who want a greater rate of fire in close quarters. Unlike the infiltrators, these classes will have the capabilities to stay alive long enough to empty their entire magazines, and can't cloak every time they need a reload. The infiltrators also don't depend on ammo so much since they always can hack a terminal and resupply, meaning they don't need the extra rounds that the second tier of SMGs provide. The situations in which I found the SMGs most effective over other weapons were when I wanted a high clip bullet hose as a light assault or was hacking a turret as an infiltrator. It's really a successful feeling when you can hack a turret, kill the previous operator, and then punish the prowlers as they come back to resupply after their HE shell whoring. What impressed me the most about the SMGs was their precision at range. You can go through half your ammo supply to kill a single person, but these shots will land at range, making the SMGs a more versatile close-range weapon than the shotguns. Now those are the general attributes of the different SMGs, but they don't always apply the same for each faction. The Eridani in this case is a very powerful SMG, but outside of its close-range one-on-one encounters, it doesn't have the ability to compete with other weapons due to its shorter ammo supply. The Sirius, on the other hand, is excellent. It doesn't have many of the trade-offs with the Eridani, considering it has the best ammo capacity, recoil, rate of fire, projectile speed, and, to be honest, it's also the best looking. It took me a while just to stop looking at the barrel of the gun and back at my enemies while I fired. The attachment choice for both guns is very similar. With the Eridani, I'd highly advise that you equip extended magazines, since the combination of a short clip size and the nature of close quarter engagements with the bunny hopping and spraying around in circles could put you at a disadvantage if you only have the 25 rounds. A silencer is a very useful attachment as well, especially if you're playing as an infiltrator. You just have to remember that the minimap isn't as highly used as it could be, and many players rely more on sound. That means you should avoid cloaking until you are trying to run away undetected, or the battle is too noisy for your cloaking noise to be actually noticed. The Eridani also has the perks of being one of the quietest guns with a suppressor on. Optics aren't as essential since you can just as easily hip fire. I personally would stay away from the night vision scope in such case as the SMG, since it takes away all the color and your peripheral awareness. If you are a medic, for example, and you see a heavy come into your scope with their shield on, you might want to disengage until their shield charge runs out. However, if you're using the night vision scope, you won't be able to tell because there is no color. The most essential attachment though, and the one you should get first, is soft point ammunition. It increases the maximum damage range to 15 meters, which is all you need in most situations. The Sirius has an almost identical attachment field to the Eridani, except for its lack of extended mags. This means that you can equip an advanced laser dot instead, which will cause your precision to be even better when hip firing than it is when aiming down sights. This will also mean that you won't be requiring a sight and continue to enjoy the beautiful animations on the front of the weapon. Soft point ammo will again be a crucial upgrade and will cancel out the negative effects that a silencer would have on range, if you choose to use one. As for the rating, I'm giving the Eridani a 4.5 and the Sirius a 6.5. The main reason I feel the Eridani is under average is that it falls below its expectations as a close range weapon, it's outmatched by the Sirius, and the price is too high considering its use is only advantageous when playing as an infiltrator. A 4.5 isn't a terrible score, but I can't see myself spending certs on it until I have quite a lot in reserve. The Sirius, on the other hand, is a fabulous close-range weapon. It has the high kill-to magazine size capabilities of the shotgun, with a lot more variability on how to use it. And that's it for this weapon review. Next will be the bolt-action snipers and the long-range carbines, followed by some NC weaponry since I seem to be disregarding some of their guns. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.